Welcome everyone to part 2 of the Mega Man Fully Charged miniseries. If this is your first experience with this continuity, I'd recommend watching my review of issue 1, in which I gave a general summary of the Fully Charged universe before diving into the issue properly, especially since more elements from the show will be popping in today. Everyone else, I'll go ahead and recap what happened last time, and there will be spoilers from here on out. A robot master named Skullman is gathering an army in order to initiate a new conflict between humans and robots. Dr. Light was sent to try and negotiate for peace, but Skullman would have none of that. Mega Man arrived to help Dr. Light. However, this resulted in Skullman stabbing into his head and revealing possible memories of the Hard Age, the first conflict between humans and robots. Mega Man and Light escaped thanks to Rush, but the experience left Mega Man's operator, Mega Mini, in terrible shape. Mega Man wanted answers about Skullman's visions, but Light dodges the issue. This leads to Suna, Mega Man's human sister, to suggest attending a lecture by another expert of the Hard Age, one Dr. Wily. And what is Mega Man's rogue brother Namajim planning? Aki has a nightmare about the Hard Age visions in which he's depicted as an emotionless killer. Just as he's about to show a robot no mercy, he wakes up. He heads into Light's lab where the doctor has spent all night working on Mega Mini. Aki wants to use this chance to talk about Skullman's visions once again, but Light says now's not the time. Good job, Light. This'll definitely make Aki search for answers elsewhere. Heading over to Skullman, he's praising a green-haired robot girl for bringing in some new recruits. Viewers of the cartoon will know who she is, but for those who don't, this is Chaotique, an anti-heroic robot that loves playing pranks regardless of the consequences. She's clashed with Mega Man on a few occasions and has claimed to know his secret identity. She got it wrong, by the way. In her last cartoon appearance, Lord Obsidian sent her to get the Mega Key from Light's lab, only to receive severe damage thanks to an electric field surrounding a decoy. Dr. Light repaired her with the real Mega Key, and she parted ways with Mega Man on friendlier terms. I guess at some point she got in touch with Skullman, and he persuaded her to join his crusade. At present, he wants her to gather the Robot Masters in preparation for Phase 2. The next day, Aki and Suna attend Wily's Hard Age lecture. The two confirm his relationship with Bert. The doctor is his grandfather. Wily starts the lecture with a brief history of the Hard Age. 20 years ago, humans built robots as tools, but underestimated how intelligent and free-willed they become. By the end of the Hard Age, the robots had won their rights. Before Wily speculates on what the Robot Masters want, something attacks the building. Based on the spray-painted image outside, I think we can guess the culprit. During the chaos, Aki spots Namajim among the crowd. He was a couple of rows behind Aki and Suna before the explosion happened. This latest attack, plus Namajim's appearance, convinces Aki to get answers from Wily ASAP. That night, after transforming into Mega Man, he arrives at Wily's house, only to be greeted by his security system. This struggle reminds Mega Man and the reader that Mega Mini is still out of action. He still manages to take it out. Afterwards, Wily makes his appearance and invites Mega Man inside. After apologizing for not being able to help at the lecture, Aki couldn't risk transforming in front of all those panicking people, he starts chatting with Wily about the Hard Age and Light's role in it. Wily says someone known for being the bot's bane has no business being a negotiator. Skullman is in no mood to talk to him or any other human. Wily also brings up that while Skullman's a fanatic, he does have a point. To help explain, Wily shares his philosophy. He believes mankind's legacy is to create a superior species, i.e. robots, and wants humans to serve them with himself wanting to be the master servant. While the Robot Masters have a right to revolt, Skullman is not the leader they need. Wily believes the one to lead robotkind into the future is Mega Man himself. To achieve this, Wily offers to upgrade Mega Man so he can reach its full potential. And the first step is to fix Mega Man's operator, Mega Mini. How did Wily know about Mini's state? He states he has a mechanical mind and noticed Mega Man having trouble with his defenses earlier, but I don't know. Later, Mega Man's heading home, all while thinking about how Wily's treating him better than Light at the moment. No time to worry about that as Namajim intercepts him. Apparently, he doesn't like that name and would rather be called Diney. Fair enough, but to avoid confusion for the moment, and the fact that he's armored up, I'll keep calling him Namajim. Namajim demands to know why Mega Man went to see Wily, while also attacking him. Kinda hard for your brother to give a straight answer this way, though shooting him and having your buster at point blank range of his head might work. Mega Man tells Namajim about Skullman's crusade, Light covering things up, and Wily's offer, which he hasn't accepted yet. Namajim, who's still suffering from the abuse Lord Obsidian gave him, gives Mega Man the following advice: don't choose a side, work alone. And the two part ways without further incident. When he returns home, Mega Man has a chat with the still out of commission Mega Mini. He's beginning to realize that Wily may be right, and he's destined to lead the robot revolution. Said revolution is about to begin as Skullman gives one of those new era speeches to his gathered army. The majority appears to be generic robots with 3 exceptions: Chaotique, this universe's version of Gutsman, and fully charged original Robot Master Blasto Woman. I'm guessing based on the dialogue, the latter two were the new recruits brought in by Chaotique. The issue ends with Skullman and his army marching towards Silicon City and Mega Man. My thoughts on the whole secret past cliche are mixed. On the one hand, I understand the need to keep something secret from family if it's been many years and there's nothing that can bring it up again. If they want to share it when they feel safe, it's on them. If the secret is related to a current situation, and withholding information can lead to possible long-term harm for loved ones, you might want to share it ASAP. The story is currently heading down the latter option. Ever since his encounter with Skullman, Mega Man has been haunted with visions of his and Light's participation in the Hard Age, especially since he could have been an emotionless killing machine back then. He keeps asking Light about the Hard Age, and Light keeps dodging the issue. I get it, Light. You don't want your son involved in any more Hard Age related stuff, and I'll give you a small pass when your son asked in the lab, given you were trying to fix Mega Mini. But you shouldn't hold back this time since Skullman opened Pandora's box. Those visions will continue to haunt your son, and you not saying anything has led to him seeking out someone who may or may not have his best intentions. Speaking of Wily, he appears to be a foil of cartoon villain Sergeant Knight. Knight, at least publicly, is an anti-robot extremist when in reality he wanted to enslave them, whereas Wily is humbled by robots and wants to be enslaved by them, though he wants to be the master servant due to his mechanical mind. The one thing they have in common? They're not a fan of Light's dream of human-robot peaceful coexistence. We do know Wily knows Light through reputation, but does Light know Wily? Have they even met during the Hard Age? Are they even rivals like their game counterparts? We don't even know if Wily is a villain or just a good man whose ideologies clash with Light's. He treats Mega Man with the utmost respect and offers to upgrade him and fix Mega Mini so he can become a true leader to robot kind. Which means Wily is at least proficient with robots like Light. This could drive a wedge between father and son if Mega Man goes down this path. Going back to what I said earlier about secrets having long-term consequences. If Wily is a decent man, he may realize he's made a mistake in trying to make Mega Man a leader and may try to atone. If, however, Wily is the human antagonist of the story, then I think he's taking a page out of Palpatine's playbook on getting a powerful minion. You know, being nice to the hero, telling someone what he needs to know to make him feel important, etc. Which means these upgrades that Wily's offering, they could be a way of taking control of Mega Man, and this master-servant thing is just an act. That's assuming he's linked to Skullman. Just like I said last time, there's a chance the two are linked because of Wily's known motif. I mean, how else could Wily know about Mega Mini's condition? Mechanical mind, sure, but also, he might have been informed by Skullman about the damage done. Could this upgrade be related to how Mega Man looked during the visions? Is that what Wily had in mind? What about the attack during Wily's lecture? It could have been a coincidence, or perhaps planned on Wily's part. We have 4 more issues to find out what exactly is Wily's deal. Namajim, or rather Diney, is shifting more towards the Proto Man end of his character. He's keeping an eye on his brother and attacking him due to his lifestyle choices. However, once Mega Man told him about his talk with Wily, Namajim gives him some advice and they part ways without further fighting. This shows being away from Lord Obsidian's influence has done him some good. He'll never escape what was done to him, but at least being solo allows him to mellow out a bit. His old self would probably continue the fight after Mega Man spilled the beans. I've read comments that the comic has a darker tone compared to the cartoon, and from what I've glanced at through research purposes, I happen to agree, with its build-up to a full-on war and dark secret past. The art contributes to this feeling. I said it was okay last time, but if I were to criticize, there should have been more Robot Masters among the crowd. Give it some variety instead of drawing mostly generic-looking robots. I mean, come on, where's the likes of Cutman and Drillman and all that? And maybe we'll see more of them in the coming issues. For now, like Mega Man, we're presented with more questions than answers. But I think, as we go along, the answers may take us to darker places. If you translate the brothers' real names from Japanese to English, Aki can mean autumn, crystal, bright, and hope, while Daini means second. No wonder Namajim hates Mega Man.